Hello guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. In today's video, we are going to be focusing on the question, who will I date next? I have three options here. This is option number 1, this is option 2, this is option number 3. Now, in this video, I'm filming this very late. I am tired, so if I kind of fall asleep on you for a minute, it's probably just because I'm exhausted. Anyway, I really need to get a video out this week. So here we are. I know that I have seen this video has been viewed a lot. People are very interested in this subject, and personally, I felt like doing this reading. Alright, so let's go ahead and start. This is option number 1, this is option number 2, this is option number 3. If you need to pause the video, go ahead and pause it and pick the cards you are drawn to. Again, option number 1, option number 2, option number 3. We're going to start out with option number 1. Okay, this is someone who is an ex, or this is someone who is hung up on an ex. I'd probably say this is most likely an ex, or this person has been hung up on their ex. Now, this person brings in a lot of money. They're an extremely hard worker. Maybe they're a workaholic, but they definitely are. They're definitely passionate about their job with the Ace of Bottom, with the Ace of Pentacles. Advice. They're really good for advice. They seem like so they really help you with changes. They help you through changes. They heal you. There's someone you can talk to. They're very good for advice. And they help you not only with your career, but your love life and your emotional life. They're very much a healing person. They're a healer here. Maybe an empath with the medicine woman. They channel divine energy, divine healing power. They're here right now. They're sent down here. They're sent into your life right now, because you guys both have healing to do on each other right now. You need healing, but this is someone from the past. Maybe it was a rocky relationship, or it ended perfectly fine. It probably ended peacefully. It was just like you guys drifted away from each other. It did not end in a nasty way. And then you guys recently reconnected. I feel like this is a relationship maybe from high school or younger years of your life, and it wasn't too serious, but you guys just slowly drifted away. And here we are. You guys meet again. You bump into each other, and you guys are both having trouble releasing an ex. This could be an ex, like I said, but they are here to help you heal, do this healing process. There's someone who makes a lot of money, really brings in changes, and really is here to give you great advice for this lifetime, the advice that you need right now, and they're here to tell you the truth, but, not to give it up, really soulless. They're here to really just help you heal and help you connect to whatever you feel like you're having a block to, and whatever you feel like you need to heal. But they're definitely a listener, and they give great advice. Alright, this is option number 2. Alright, I'm sorry, I'm holding this with my hand, and if I'm breathing heavily, just ignore me. I'm shaking right now for no reason. Okay. Inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom. Take appropriate action without delay. So this person is an extremely wise person. They give you advice. Maybe you give them advice. Maybe you're a very wise person. Maybe you get a certain feeling about this person, and you're like, oh, I really like them, but, listen to that inner voice. If that inner voice is telling you to do something wise, if that inner wisdom is telling you something to do, but this person that's down here that you're dating or gonna date is extremely wise. They have this inner wisdom, and it seems like no matter what they do, even though they haven't been in the experience you've been in, they have this answer for you no matter what. And the answer is extremely, extremely wise, even though they've never been in that situation. It's like they've almost been there before, because they have this inner wisdom where you can go and get advice from them every single day. They're so wise, and maybe they do something that's kind of philosophical for their career. Okay, attraction. So you guys are extremely attracted to each other. They think you're extremely attractive, and you think they're extremely attractive. I think this is a new relationship. This is not a relationship you've been for. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. If this does not apply to you, then great. Wasn't the reading was meant for you. Or partially, implies for, it's not a personal reading, like I said. But yeah, I feel like this is a new relationship. You guys are extremely attracted to each other. They're extremely attracted to you, and you think that she or he's fine. So you guys really, 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 really are attracted to each other. This is someone who is loving, comforting, emotional, and intuitive with the Queen of Summer, the Queen of Cups. This is someone who listens to their heart, reminds you to listen to your hearts, but also listens to that intuitive insights, that inner wisdom in you. They remind you of things. They kind of remind you. And they're an extremely intuitive person. They're very wise. They've been here many lifetimes. They're an old soul. And this is someone that you can relate to. This is someone who reminds you, what's right, what's wrong. And they're always comforting no matter what. When you're going through hard times, they're always there for you and comforting to you, even though that they're going through a hard time. But what I feel like you need to do in this relationship is you need to sit down and listen to them every once in a while. Sometimes they forget about their own feelings and their own emotions. So I feel like this is the only bad thing about this person, is that they neglect their emotions. But this is a very overall loving and comforting and emotional and intuitive person. They're extremely intuitive, extremely emotional. They're not emotional. I mean, they're emotional. They're very compassionate, very sensitive to other people's feelings. I feel like they probably get their feelings hurt very easily, so that's one thing. So I pulled 2 cards. So we have ego. We have stay optimistic about your love life, and separation. We have quiet time. I guess that's another one. Hey, Mimi. Okay. So, this person takes some quiet time to alone rest, meditate, and contemplate. I can't speak today. So this person is a very long distance relationship since we pulled a separation card. Maybe you guys met on the internet. This is someone that you feel safe talking to. They're very good listeners, and you feel like you're safe talking to them, and they just listen and let you say everything. So this is someone who's a great listener and gives out great advice. I feel like these cards all have a pattern. These people are all great listeners and very good at advice. I feel like they're a very optimistic person. They always remind you to look at the best things in life and not always to dwell in the negative things. They remind you of optimistic, and they're very idealistic people, but they remind you of optimistic and idealistic outcomes. This is someone maybe likes to meditate a lot. Maybe this is an introvert. They like to be alone. Maybe you're an introvert. I feel like you guys are both kind of helping each other through a hard time in your lives. Yeah, so separation here, we can see this is a long-distance relationship. Maybe this is someone you met on a vacation, someone you met online, someone, you met when they were in the state and they don't live there, or they don't live in that city. This is definitely a relationship where there's going to be some distance here. What's optimistic about your love life? This shows that you guys are going to have to be a little more patient with your love life, so you need to wait. Faith will bring you romance. So this will be a while until this person comes into your life, but you need to stay optimistic about it. You need to be optimistic about your love life. You need to stay positive, and you need to think positive. This person always reminds you. I feel like this is going to be a very slow-moving relationship. I feel like you're going to like them the first day you meet them, but this person needs time, whereas you like to move very quickly with things. So this is the illusion of being trapped. Okay, so I actually pulled this in reverse, fun fact. I don't know why I have it here. Okay, so ego, this person makes you feel free. They bring out your inner child. They make you feel freedom. They remind you to be free, not to be tied to one thing or one hobby. They always remind you to find this inner child in you. This is someone you can joke around to you and show your, tell your corny dad jokes to, and they're always going to laugh at it because they truly care about you, and they can always see the beauty in things. They always see beauty in everything that may not look beautiful or, sound beautiful, but they can see it. They feel the own pain in their heart. They're very empathetic here. So, yeah, they remind you about the positive things, that they're a very idealistic person. They're very dreamy. They're very kind of, they always remind you of things. They're messengers, They're a divine channel for messages. Maybe they do something like with tarot cards, divination. Maybe you do that, but they always remind you how to stay positive. Alright, that's it for y'all today. I love you so much. I'm going to say this to my channel so you can rewatch this when you want to. Anyway, I love y'all so much. Have a great night or day. Bye, my angels.